Dispatchers help callers on the worst days of their lives. For over 25 years, we've been there. A silent partner in millions of calls thanks to our redundant and diverse networks that ensure call delivery. Today, cities are bigger, traffic more congested, and the challenge is more complex. But you're never alone, because InDigital is quietly improving, implementing, and driving the next generation of 911, so you're supported in every situation. Make the switch at InDigital.net.
If Within the Trenches has ever taught you something, open your eyes to what it is like to be a 911 dispatcher, or has inspired you to become one, then help support us and join our Patreon. Get exclusive bonus content, one-of-a-kind swag, discounts on merchandise, ad-free early access to new episodes, and much more. To join, please visit patreon.com/WTT podcast. And if you're an industry partner, we have something for you as well. And now, for the show.
This is Jordan, and you're listening to the Code 7 Podcast Network.
Warning. This episode contains the 3 A's of podcasting: adult content, adult language, and awesomeness. You've been warned.
Dispatch.
There is no one over here to cook our lunch. We are waiting for our lunch, and there's no one here to cook our lunch.
All right, calm down. Where are you at?
The group home. Now, what are you going to do?
We'll get some help over there for you, okay?
Welcome to Open Mic, where we visit the lighter side of dispatch, because laughing is good medicine. Hello, welcome, and welcome back to Open Mic Live. Wow, my voice is like super deep today, which is cool, I guess. Yeah, this is awesome. And it is March 2nd, 2025, and I'm excited to be back. I'm fresh back from Ohio. We're going to be talking about a bunch of stuff here, but I am going to be I'm only going to be doing this for a little bit, probably about 30 minutes or so, because my mom is here as well as my sisters. So very, very cool. I'm excited for that. And all of this just like happened out of nowhere. So this live broadcast is sponsored by InDigital, a leader next-gen core services. Thank you for everything, all of you, for watching, listening, supporting, sharing, and I appreciate you, all of you, more than you know. So thank you so very much. And as always with Open Mic Live, how are you feeling? How are you doing on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being shitty, 10 being awesome. How are you feeling? Where are you at? How are you doing? Throw in a number. Right off the bat over here on Facebook and such, my homeboy James out of South Jersey, he's coming in already at a 10. Yeah, dude. Well done. Very nice. I can dig it. And what about everyone else? You know what? I will say that I'm coming in at a 10 as well. Also, roll call. Where are you at? Where are you watching from? Amy, what's going on? Hello from North Carolina. Awesome family is important to spend time with. Yes. So we just got back from dinner at a hot pot place. And it was really cool. Korean barbecue and just so much good food, so much good stuff. And I am super stuffed. I didn't get meat sweats or anything, but I'm super stuffed. But we had a lot of fun. We had a good time, and a big shout out to my sisters. They got a hold of my brother and I. My brother lives in Indiana as well, but they got a hold of us and they said, we kind of want to surprise mom and just drive. So they drove straight up, They drove Friday evening through the night and got here yesterday afternoon. So we've been hanging out, having a lot of fun. They're already heading back tomorrow, which always sucks when it's, a quick visit. However, I love it. I love that we're able to have these visits. Family is so important. Just like Amy was saying over here on Facebook, Amy's coming in at an 8. So, how about all of you over here on TikTok? How are you feeling? How are you doing? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being shitty, 10 being awesome, how are you feeling? What's your number? And also, roll call. Where are you watching from? So, this is good. Over here on Instagram, same questions, and throw some of that in there. So again, as I stated, I am super happy to be here with all of you. And just looking back over here on Facebook really quick, James out of South Jersey, bro, how's everything going? Um, yeah, how was Nina's 911 Goes to Washington? Hmm? How was it? It looked like a lot of fun. Oh, wait, over here, 6.5 today. All right, that's good. That's a good number. I dig it. That is an excellent number. And we'll see if we can get it up, or even if it stays the same, that's all good as well, because that's what this is all about. So awesome. Excellent number coming in at. Um, yeah, back to James. Looks like everything was good. And by the way, Donna, I love your Mother of Woofs. I love the name. Very cool. I dig it. Um, I saw the pictures and everything. It looked like everyone was having an excellent time out there. Even saw the Congresswoman Norma Torres was out there and talking with everyone, doing updates. But of course, James, you've been very close, working close with all of them. So, any updates, or you can go to the community. Also, if you're not a member of the free community yet, the Trenches, 911 Professional Community, make sure to hit that up. Trying to reach 1,000 members by National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week. We are at about 500 right now, so we are halfway there. We got people jumping in there saying hello and sharing information. I'm going to go in there tomorrow and add a bunch of resources. I have a resources tab where I'm going to add a bunch of stuff that people can check out. So excited to put that together, but we are well on our way to hitting about 1,000 members before that time, and it is going to be awesome because there's going to be so much more stuff that I'm going to be doing on that community, and already for free resources. If you are a member on there, you can check out Dare to Be Great, the virtual event that I've put on. Dare to Be Great 1 through 6, every single session is on there. It's probably almost 200 hours of free continuing education. Yeah, dude. So much awesome stuff. And then every round for the Dispatchers Roundtable is up there as well. So make sure to check that out. Again, it is all free. You can go on there, you can set up your profiles, and make sure to do so as well, because this is not just a run in the mill, whatever. It's like real profiles, people connecting with each other, can DM each other, like all different types of things that can be done. And also over here on TikTok, thank you all very much. I see a bunch of hearts coming in already. So thank you for that. Make sure to share this broadcast, whether it be on TikTok or any of these other ones, so that we can get some more folks in here as we are going along with our discussion. So for over here, because I can't put it in here at the moment, but I think I'm going to create a short video, at least for TikTok, so that you can see what the community looks like. And again, for 911 professionals, you can go on there. It is free. I'm going to be doing community events. There's so many other things that's going to happen, and it's for dispatch by dispatch. It's not, some whatever company coming in trying to get you to come in or whatever. For dispatch by dispatch, and it's awesome. We've been having fun already, and again, there's going to be a lot more that I'm going to put in there, and it is going to be killer. So make sure to check that out. And again, over here, so what I want to do, and some of you may have had the link in the past, okay? However, I changed the name. So when I changed the name, it also changed the link. So I apologize for that, but I'm sharing that right now, and you'll be able to check that out and again, join for free. So let me go back over here. Episode 591. went out just a few days ago, and we've got episode 592 that's going to be coming up. And I'm just going to be honest. There are so many episodes. I have so much content right now, which is a good thing. It is a very good thing, and I'm very happy for that. And I just keep telling people, you want to be on the show, you want to, or do a DRT or whatever, let's do it, because that's what this is all about. The power of storytelling, sharing, inspiring others to join the Thin Gold line. And of course, along with the educational, we have some heavy stories, but we also have a lot of funny ones as well. And so that is always a good time too. And so there's a ton that's coming up. And on top of that, one of the other things is we also have, oh wait, hold on a minute here. Let me go over here to Instagram really quick. And Leah, what's going on? Says, give us all the content, Ricardo. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Love to hear 911. It's Gabby on your show. Hey, I'm all about it. Where's she at? We'll send her a message, or someone send her a message, or we'll get something going. Yeah, I'd be all about that. There's a lot of 911 professionals out there, a lot of people that have reached out and have been like, want to do this, let's do this. And so I've brought them on, share their story. Again, this is what this has all been about, is sharing stories. And it has been an experience like you wouldn't believe. So again, I'm excited for that. Episode 591 was with Courtney, and I want to play this really quick. I want to play this clip from this episode. If you have not seen it yet, make sure to check it out. It is a superb episode. But also, the funny thing is that while we were recording, the camera just turned off. It just turned off. It was the weirdest thing. So there are pieces of it where, like, you see us, like for the first 15 minutes, I believe, you see us, and then it goes blank. It just turns off. Like the audio is still recording, but it goes blank. And then when it comes back on, the camera that comes back on, for whatever reason, it wasn't my main camera on the side. It was actually the camera on my laptop. So the camera on my laptop turns on, and you see my face for a few seconds, and I'm looking at it like, oh, it's on this one now, and then it goes blank again, and then it's just like a picture, and it's got like waves. So every time I talk, you just see the waves and stuff, and as well as Courtney. And so all of that ends up happening, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess we're just going to play the audio. So that's exactly what happens as we're going through it. Now, again, 591 came out. 592 is going to be coming out soon. First, for subscribers of the podcast, as always, they get an ad-free version. And then it goes out to the public, which will be like this Wednesday or Thursday. So for this one specifically, subscribers of the podcast won't get it like a whole week early, but they'll get it early. So make sure to look out for that. And so the clip is coming up here. What I want to say about this, though, is that, and actually, maybe I'll play this clip after this other clip that I'm going to do. The reason for that is, oh, wait, over here on Facebook, Amy says, sounds like tech gremlins that messed up the camera. Yeah, pretty much. 91 Bowler, what's going on? Says, I'm guessing that one may be already recorded. Wait, if we are asking for episode numbers, can I have 600? Old employee number. Yeah, I've got episodes recorded up to maybe 620. Yeah, like that's how many episodes I have. I might have more, actually. I might have more. But the other thing is that I am separating Imagine Listening from Within the Trenches podcast. Imagine Listening will now be a standalone podcast. which is going to be awesome as well because it's going to be just stories. Just stories. No interview. The interview piece and all of that will be under Within the Trenches. And then the Imagine Listening sessions are going to be under the Imagine Listening podcast alone. So there you have it. You're going to have that as well. And I am very excited for that. It is going to be awesome. Let's see over here. Leah says, sheesh, I'm still way in the beginning and it's so tempting to skip to the new episodes. Oh, this is very cool. I can't wait to hear these stories. Yes, it is going to be excellent. So I'm going to ask you right now, because I have asked many, many people, okay? And as of right now, it's pretty much tied. Okay, so here it is, because this is the perfect place to ask. Now that all of you are here, okay? So the way I've done it in the past is it was a Within the Trenches like presents Imagine Listening and open mic. And in the session, I record the Imagine Listening piece, which is about 30 minutes, okay? Sometimes about 45, depending on the written stories, okay? And then the episode that follows that is open mic, which is where all the funny, lighthearted 911 stories are. Okay? That's the way it has been. Now, here's the question. Since I will be separating Imagine Listening out of Within the Trenches podcast, do I have one episode where it's the heavy Imagine Listening I Am 911 stories, and then this episode following that is open mic, the lighthearted, funny stories for that balance, you know, the humor, the lighthearted balance that comes with it? Or do I just have every single episode be the Imagine Listening piece, all the heavy stories, and make a separate open mic podcast where it's all the funny stories? So that's the question. Which way to do it? 911 Bowler says, I hear you. It took me almost a year before I finally did it. In the end, I wish I just jumped in. Ricardo makes it super easy. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try my best to make the guests as comfortable as possible. I will talk with the guest for 10, 15 minutes before we even record, just to make sure that everyone is comfortable, okay? Or that my guest is comfortable. So what do you guys think? What do you think I should do? Should I just have the Imagine Listening podcast? It will be its own podcast, have one episode with the hard stories, and then the next episode, the lighthearted, funny ones, like back to back? Or should I just have it be the hard stories and that's it? I want to know what you think, because some people said that it would throw off kind of the vibe of the I Am 911 Imagine Listening stories. And also it wouldn't be all just hard stories. There's saves in there as well, just as powerful. But then others would say, if I was listening to Imagine Listening for like a road trip, if I was listening to several episodes, I would need the relief. I would need that funny part that goes into it. I would need it to be the way it has been, because those stories are super heavy. But again, some people have said, if you're looking at it from a true crime aspect, the funny stuff would throw off the vibe of those heavy stories. And I'm like, well, I kind of feel like there needs to be the balance, but that's why I'm asking all of you, because you are going to be the ones listening. And if you're listening to 30 minutes of heavy stories and then we go into the second episode and it's the funny ones and you're like, well, kind of threw it off, then people probably won't listen. However, if you're looking for that balance, like it has always been there, then that's what you would expect. And maybe that's what it is because I've done it that way for so long that maybe in the intro of the funny one, I mention, this is like the balance with the heavy, because a lot of us, that's what we need is a balance from the heavy to the more lighthearted. So let me see over here. Over here on Instagram, Leah says, I kind of like the mix. All right, that's good. And then over here, now on Bowler says, personally, I need the funny stuff after hearing the hard story. All right. Yep. Amy says, asking hard questions tonight. Lighthearted helps after hearing difficult moments, breaks it up. Maybe it would depend on the heavy part and how heavy. They're usually all heavy, like pretty heavy. So I kind of feel like now asking it here, where before I came on here, they were pretty balanced out, like tied on how to do it. Um, it seems like we might need to do the mix. James says God gives us the hard one and then says uh, he takes a break. Here's a funny situation. Yeah, and that's kind of how it is in 911, right? You take hard call after hard call after hard call, and then you end up getting it's like the dispatch universe is like, here's a funny one to break up the craziness that you just dealt with. And sometimes that's what you need. Now on Bowler also says, just like a talk with an employee that made a mistake, end it on a positive. So, okay, so it sounds like doing it that way, hard and then funny, the same way I've been doing it would be the way to go. So, and I'm going to be reading, of course, all of the listener comments and stuff and feedback to see what people say. And oh wait, over here Leah says, do you notate on the episodes if they are heavy or more lighthearted, so going into the episodes? Yeah, in the beginning of each episode I do an intro and I say, this is what we're about to get into. It's a more heavy one. And then when we get to the funny one, that episode, I mention it as well. So I'll be like, so this is a continuation of the Imagine Listening session that we did in such and such place. We heard the heavy and some of the saves, and now we're going to hear more of the lighthearted, and then it goes into that live audio with the audience. So yes, I do notate it, and for anyone listening, I think the more people listen and such, they'll know that when we go into the open mic piece, it's the funny part. So it should be good, and we'll go through it just like that. Let's see. Amy says, "Why change things if it's working? Mix it up, make it more real life." And it's so the changing of the changing of it for Imagine Listening, that is making it its own podcast, is because I have 8 years worth of content. So I'm trying to move it over, as a lot of people have written in actually and have said, I love the interview piece. However, sometimes I just want the Imagine Listening sessions. And because there's so many Imagine Listening sessions that I've done over the past year that are episodes that I haven't even put out yet, that's why I'm making them separate. And what it sounds like, putting the Imagine Listening and open mic together to have a balance. And I kind of feel like that might be the way to go, because we need a little more of that balance. So yeah, I'm all about that. We can do that. We can do that balance piece. So all right, hold on just one moment here. Just want to move stuff around. All right, so I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to do that, and that I got a chance to ask all of you here what I should do next for this. So this is going to be good. And All right, hold on just one moment. So I have someone who is calling, and I have to take this call. So I'm going to be right back here. So hold on one moment, and I will be back.